Having had the good fortune to visit Japan more than once, I tend to avoid the usual tourist areas like Sansoji Temple, Skytree, and Shibuya Scramble. Instead, I prefer to go off the beaten path to experience Japan's rich culture and everyday life, like visiting museums, family-run eateries, malls, and parks. One local attraction that I do not seem to get enough of is the coin laundry. In Japan, the coin laundry concept began in the 1960s when small stores were adjoined to public bathhouses. These later developed into standalone shops and slowly began to gain popular support. A subsequent boost to the coin laundry came in 2001 with the introduction of the fully automatic washer-dryer combination machines. In spite of modern technology and the presence of washing machines in most households, dryers lag far behind, as shown by the plethora of clothes hung out to dry on balconies as one passes through the neighborhoods. This may be due to a close adherence to tradition, the lack of space for a dryer in small apartments, and the costs of electricity. However, the limited space on small balconies, the lack of adequate sunlight at certain times of the year, and the time it takes to dry large futons and carpets have caused many people to gravitate toward the convenience of the coin laundry. The laundries also promote the benefits of using the high-temperature dryers that kill mites and destroy pollens that can cause allergies. In America, the typical neighborhood laundromat is an unavoidable necessity. Many can't afford to have a washer and dryer in the home or apartment. In some areas, the laundromat is known for being dirty, theft of clothes, a home for vagrants, loud music, and broken machines. Having said that, to be fair, not all laundromats in America are like that. In Japan, the local coin laundry is clean to the point of being spotless, well-lit, and safe. The prices are relatively inexpensive. The modern machines automatically dispense detergent and fabric softener, a blessing for the traveler. For those of us who are germaphobes, many machines have a drum cleaning button you can press before loading your clothes to sanitize the interior. There are a variety of machines present for washing, drying, and the new trend of having combo washer-dryer machines is immensely popular. Also to be found are the special high heat, large volume dryers for futons or rugs, and that eliminate bed bugs, pollen, and allergens. A really interesting machine is the sneaker washer for washing and drying sneakers. For your safety, surveillance cameras are present, and vagrancy is not allowed. Restrooms are not available, but there is usually a convenience store close by. The locals have no fear of clothes theft, and if they leave the laundry to run errands and overstay their time, it is accepted that their clothes can be removed for others to use the machine. But in typical Japanese fashion, the removed clothes are carefully placed in a basket, and a card or sign is placed in the basket apologizing for having to remove the items. Clothing items accidentally left behind are neatly wrapped and placed in a lost and found area. Food, drinks, and pets are not allowed. You do not see children running around and making noise. If you have problems with the machines, there is a phone number to call for immediate assistance. This coin laundry even shows instructional videos on a widescreen TV. Most machines are cash only, requiring 100 yen coins, while some modern stores accept IC cards like Suica or QR codes. Coin change machines are available, but if possible, bring your own coins, as this offers a great opportunity to unload the many coins accumulated during your visit to Japan. I'm told that there are upscale coin laundries in Tokyo, known as next-gen laundromats, that offer high-end amenities like free Wi-Fi, vending machines, and dedicated seating areas for remote work. Some, like the Eco Wash Cafe chain, include free massage chairs and stylish seating designed to create a welcoming cafe laundry environment. Now let's take a look at a typical coin laundry in a small town in Japan.
This is the 24-hour coin laundry in Toyogawa, Japan. And this is just to show you what it's like in one of their upscale, what we call laundromat. think I went over this once before, but this one is different. And as you can see, there are tons of machines here. Now, some of these are only wash and only dry. And the one I like is this one, which is a combination wash and dry. You don't even have to add soap. It goes through the whole cycle, and then it goes into a drying cycle. And I had a small amount, and it only costs about, let's see, 1,000 yen, so approximately $9 or something. And again, this is the combination, full wash and dry, same machine. So these are all wash and dry combinations. And let's see, wash and dry, yeah, this whole section. And since we are in a town that is far away from the maddening crowds at Tokyo, the instructions are all in Nihongo. Notice how clean it is in here as well. This is a coin machine, and I guess you can add a softener sheet if you want to a pure dry machine. Wi-Fi is available. Now these are for the heavier loads, 35 kilos for this machine. And let's see, 27 kilos, which seems to be the average size. Oh, these complement, these are the, let's see, let's get organized here. Speed Queen, dry. Oh, these are big dryers for larger items like that blanket and this one here. Okay, so we left wash and dry, then we get to the large 27 kilogram drying machines. Oh, they even have an instructional video on how to do it. Then I believe we get into smaller drying machines. So 16 kilograms for drying machines. I'm not sure why this is green and the ones below are red. I'll have to pull out my translator and try to figure out what's going on there. And then this is a 20 kilogram washing machine, so a larger, and a 13 kilogram washing machine, and a 9 kilogram washing machine. And of course, the ever-present sneaker washing machine. And a little wash basin over here. And the instruction sheet on how to wash your sneakers there. Let's see what else is here. Each table has some paper towels and a duster and air fresh mist. And these might have been leftover. I bet these are leftover items because they have like 12/12 December, 12 December 4th. And I guess the owners come in and wrap them up and throw them on the rack. Interesting. And then they have these sheets that you fill out. And I'll find out later what these are saying. So this is nice. Of course, this is New Year's Day 2026. So probably not many people are washing today because they're not supposed to work today. And they're supposed to be with family or stay at home. Now, one thing I don't see, which I saw on the other, was a card that you place in a basket. If someone has finished their wash and dry cycle and all the machines are taken, you're free to remove their clothes, put it in a basket. But then there's a little card that the other place had that would say, you know, sorry, we had to remove your stuff, but your time was up and we needed the machine ourselves. So let's see if they're up here somewhere. No, I don't see them. Let's see. Oh, here's the card that says, please note that we have cleared out the washing machine for the next customer. And this is the basket that it's attached to. So nobody gets upset about moving your things. It's expected.